Hello friends, this is Mrinal Sarkar. I am an assistant professor and also a civil service aspirant. Today we'll be covering the current affairs of 15th December, and we have got 6 topics for today. 2 from GS1, 3 from GS2 and 1 from GS3. If you like this video, kindly like and subscribe, and I'll be uploading videos, the current affairs on a daily basis. I have also made a playlist on the subject geography. You can have a look. I have uploaded just one video. I'll be uploading the videos on more topics shortly. So yeah, let's get started. So the first topic which we have from GS1 is about the Shakti Bill 2020. We have already discussed about the various proposals which have been made about the Shakti Bill yesterday. However, today we'll be talking about how the women activists are not happy with the Shakti Bill. Even though the Shakti Bill has been made to safeguard women and children, but still we find that the women activists are not happy with the Shakti Bill. So now let us see why they are not happy. The first reason being that this bill was not discussed with lawyers, activists and academics working on women's issues before they were passed by the state cabinet. So this is one of the major reasons why they are not happy. Also, there were a few proposals which were made in the bill where there were a few critical comments. The women were not happy. So let us see what they are. Now, the first proposal which has been made is about the section 375 of the IPC, which is about the rape case. Now, here it is said that if the parties are adult, if both the parties are adult, then there can be 2 cases, that is consent or implied consent. Now, when such situation arises, the consent case will be presumed. Now, the implied consent is nothing but it is doing something forcefully, that is the rape victim may not want it, but still it is being done forcefully. So in such cases, the consent case will be presumed. Now, the criticisms which has been made about this proposal is that it may be against the conduct of women and the voice of women may be suppressed. Now, talking about the next proposal, it is the section 12 of the Special Courts and Machinery for the Implementation of Shakti Act 2020, which says that it will punish the filing of false complaints. Now, if there is any person who is trying to defame, a person, then they may be punished. Or if there is anyone who provides false information or who files a false complaint, they can be punished. Now, this can also be, there is a criticism regarding this also, where the women activists feel that the police may view women with suspicion and will discourage victims from reporting sexual offenses. The police may think that the rape victims are filing false complaints or misinformation, so this may discourage them from reporting sexual offenses. Also, the time frame which has been given for collecting evidences for this is just 15 days, which is not sufficient, and it may become an excuse for the police not to conduct a proper investigation. The police may not conduct a proper investigation if all the evidences are not collected, and this is because of the short time frame. Also, we see that death penalty has been issued in this new law. Now, the problem with death penalty is that it is an extreme condition, it is an extreme case, and due to this, the reporting of sexual offenses may reduce, and also the conviction rates may reduce, because since this is an extreme case, death penalty is an extreme case. So, courts or police may not naturally like to go for this. So, due to this, the sexual offenses, the reporting of sexual offenses may reduce, as well as the conviction rates. So these are the major proposals where women activists are not happy, and yeah. So moving on to the next topic in GS1, which we have is the Geminids meteor shower. Now, Geminids meteor shower is considered to be the strongest of this year, which is active from December 4th to December 20. Now, one of the the most unique thing about this meteor shower, meteors usually they originate from a comet, but in this case, these meteors originate from an asteroid named 3200 Phaethon. Now, this meteor shower is considered to be the strongest, mainly because of this reason. Like the shower will overlap. The shower peak will overlap with a new moon. Now, when a new moon occurs, what actually happens is that you will see darker skies and there will be no moonlight. And due to this, due to the darker skies and due to the less amount of moonlight, the sky will look bright than the normal days, and that is why it is considered to be the strongest of the year. Now, for those of you who doesn't know what is an asteroid or what is a meteor, let us see this. Asteroids are nothing but they are relatively small, inactive, rocky body which is orbiting the sun, and meteors are light phenomena which results when a meteorites are a small particle from a comet. When they enter the Earth's atmosphere and vaporizes, it is called as a meteor. Meteors are also called as shooting stars. Now, talking about the next topic which we have is from GS2. It is about the Model Code of Conduct. Now, the Kerala CM, it is said that the Kerala CM has violated this Model Code of Conduct. First of all, let us see what Model Code of Conduct is. Now, Model Code of Conduct are guidelines which are issued by the Election Commission of India for conduct of political parties and candidates during elections, mainly with respect to speeches, polling day, polling booths, election manifestos, processions, and general conduct. And this comes into force immediately after the announcement of the election schedule by the Commission and remains in force till the end of the electoral process. Basically, these are nothing but these are code of conduct which are issued by the Election Commission of India, and this starts once the election schedule is announced till the end of the electoral process. Now, the main context regarding this is that it is said that Kerala CM, Chief Minister, has violated this one. He said that he made an announcement that COVID-19 vaccination will be provided free of cost to everyone in the state. However, the center has not made any such announcements. The center did not make any announcements. So this might be a kind of this might maybe Kerala's Chief Minister has done this in order to gain the confidence of the public as the election is approaching. So the Election Commission of India said that the Kerala CM has violated the Model Code of Conduct. Now, this type of issues, this type of conduct, this type of speeches or this type of general conduct can be enforced. They are enforced. There are several mechanisms which have been enforced, and one of the latest one is through the C-Vigil mobile app, where audio visual evidence of malpractices can be reported. If you see any kind of malpractices being done by any political party, you can report in this app, that is C-Vigil mobile app. This is the latest enforcement. Okay, now talking about the next one from GS2, we have the MP Local Area Development Schemes. Let us see what this scheme is about. It is a central sector scheme, and it was developed as an initiative to enable the parliament members to recommend developmental works in their constituencies based on locally felt needs. Like if there is any kind of developmental needs which are required, like as in the case of infrastructure, they can recommend, the parliament members can recommend, and they will be funded by the government. So the major context where this topic came up on 15 December is the members of all parties have asked the government to release funds for the projects sanctioned in 2018 and 2019 but has been suspended due to COVID-19 pandemic. That is funds for this scheme has been sanctioned in the year 2018 and 19 but has not been released yet. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, so because of this, the members of all the parties are asking the government to release the funds for this scheme. Let us see certain facts regarding this scheme. It is fully funded by the government of India, and each constituency is entitled up to rupees 5 crore. and it is not lapsable, and the funds, the liability of funds are not released in a particular, liability of funds which are not released in a particular year is carried forward to the subsequent years, and they are also released in the form of grant in aids directly to the district authorities. The district authorities have the right to scrutinize and investigate the developmental works going on in their area. Okay, the next topic which we have is again from GS2. It is about Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Let us see certain facts about this Yojana. It is the world's largest health insurance or assurance scheme, and it has a coverage of 5 lakhs per family per year, and it also has a coverage of over 10.7 crore poor and vulnerable entitled families, and it provides cashless access to healthcare services. Then the main reason why this Yojana came in the news is that it has been reported that at least 63% of the empaneled private hospitals have claimed under the PMJAY on overall basis. Now, this is not the problem. The main challenge is about this one. Let us see the challenges, which they have reported. Now, private hospitals are more likely to indulge in fraud and abuse cases, and also the efficiency and the high quality care can be a big challenge. It can the accountability of efficiency and high quality care can be a big challenge with respect to the private hospitals. Also, if we talk about the variation, paneled private hospitals variation statewise, there is a huge variation statewise. Like particularly for the northeastern states, the number of empaneled private hospitals are very less. So this can be the various challenges which may come under this scheme, this Yojana, and yeah, so there can be one big suggestion, like a robust public sector alternative in the form of high performing government hospitals. If a number of government hospitals are set up under this scheme, then it can be a great help for the poor people as well as the vulnerable sector. Okay, the last topic which we have for today is from GS3. It's about the agricultural sector, the agricultural reform in China, and how India can learn from the agricultural sector in China. Now, the reforms which have been made are, China has made agriculture the starting point of market-oriented reforms. Market-oriented reforms means allowing private participation and competition among private agents. Because of private participation, the increase in livelihood is more, and they have made such reform, that is it has made the starting point of market oriented reforms. Also, the reforms of incentives resulted in greater returns to the farmers who are working. Now, due to the prosperity of the agriculture sector, they could also shift their focus on the rural non-farm sector. Rural non-farm sector basically includes handicrafts, repairs, construction, and so forth and so on. So since the agriculture sector has prospered, the people could focus, they could shift their focus on the non-farm sector. Now, the major difference between India and China's approach is, like both the countries, both India and China, the people of both India and China, they were majorly dependent on agriculture sector. However, China has started off with reforms in the agriculture sector in the beginning, whereas India started off with reforming the manufacture sector. So there is a big difference in their approach. That is, China has started their reforms with the agriculture sector, whereas India has started with the manufacturing sector. However, later India has also made major reforms in the agriculture sector, but due to this huge approach from the beginning which China has made, it has already leaped forward or leaped apart from India in case of agriculture sector. So this is all what we have for today's current affairs. If you like this video, kindly like and subscribe. I'll be uploading more videos on a daily basis. Thank you.